Hey everyone, this is Matthew. Welcome back to our channel. Today is Friday, October 24th, 2025. This is your daily Nasdaq futures recap. Market news today. This morning was all about key economic data. At 8:30 a.m., the Core CPI report was released, a major inflation gauge for traders. Then at 10 a.m., we got the Michigan Consumer Sentiment Index, offering insight into how confident consumers feel about the economy. There were no major earnings scheduled after the close today, marking a quiet end to a busy week of reports. Overnight session, 6 p.m. to 3 a.m. The futures reopened strong at 6 p.m. after Intel's upbeat earnings, lifting overall sentiment in tech. Our long position started the session with about $20 in unrealized profit. As the Asian markets opened at 9:30 p.m., Nasdaq briefly dipped before regaining strength. Around 10:30 p.m., our long trade was then up $85. By 11:15 p.m., momentum picked up again. The market edged higher through the night, and our long position reached $175 in unrealized profit, heading into the early morning hours. Morning session, 6 a.m. to 12 p.m. The market stayed quiet at 7:30 a.m. Everyone was waiting for the CPI data. Our long position was sitting comfortably with $300 unrealized profit. Then at 8:30 a.m., the Core CPI came in at 3.0%, slightly below the expected 3.1%, a bullish surprise. In less than a minute, Nasdaq futures jumped over 100 points, triggering massive volatility. Our long position hit the stop and reversed into a short. But within seconds, that short was also stopped out, flipping $300 profit into $172 loss. That's how fast things can change in high volatility moments. Because of slippage during the data release, stop orders executed at worse prices than expected. A good reminder why it's often smart to avoid trading 2 minutes before and after major news events like CPI. At 9:25 a.m., just before the U.S. market open, the system flipped back to a long position. But by 9:45 a.m., the S&P Global Manufacturing PMI data hit, and the market dipped again. That long was stopped out, bringing realized losses to $263. By 10 a.m., the Michigan sentiment data came in weaker than expected, and Nasdaq started to dip. A few losing swing trades followed, pushing losses to $562. At 10:30 a.m., a short position was entered on continued weakness. However, by 11:05 a.m., the system reversed long again, and that flip added another small loss, bringing the total realized loss to $596. Afternoon session, 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. In the afternoon, the market finally stabilized around 25,550. Our new long position recovered some ground with about $165 in unrealized profit, while realized losses held steady at $596. As is typical for Fridays, the afternoon was quiet. Most institutions were wrapping up for the week. Before the close, we exited the long position with $110 realized profit, trimming the net loss for the day to $491. After our session, no major earnings or news releases hit after the bell. A calm finish to an otherwise wild Friday in the Nasdaq futures market. Summary. Overall, it was a highly volatile session, dominated by the CPI report. In just seconds after 8:30 a.m., Nasdaq futures spiked over 100 points, showing how sensitive the market remains to inflation data. Despite the turbulence, our algorithmic swing trading system stayed disciplined, adaptive, and purely price-driven. No emotions, just execution. By following our rules, cutting losses quickly and respecting the stop, we ended the day with a net loss of $491, most of which occurred during that CPI-driven volatility window. That's the beauty and challenge of algorithmic trading. It's not about being right all the time, but about staying consistent through every kind of market. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. If you enjoy these daily algorithmic trading recaps, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you next Monday for another Nasdaq Futures recap.